So the social dimension of our lives is something we've harped upon a number of times in these videos. Today I started my day completely dedicated to the non-profit sector of life. I was working for an organization dedicated to making fuel available, namely firewood, to those who have no other way to access it, free of charge. And they also do utility advocacy in the event that people who are disadvantaged, economically challenged, or otherwise in a pinch, can get some support with the utilities to avoid total disconnection during inclement weather or times of hardship. And today, such a call came in that a family was actually shut off in Ashland, a family of 8, including an infant child. Their electricity, which in many instances is the only source of heat for a family, was shut off, and the meter disconnected, and that's something that we shouldn't see happening to people, because electricity is a basic resource that everyone needs. And the same is true for food, the same is true for water. And unfortunately, the consumer economy, the capitalist framework that we are operating under today, cannot take account of the fact, ultimately, that market forces do not dictate certain basic elemental human needs. In fact, those needs dictate the market forces, and therefore are superseding market forces in terms of the operating principles of the economy. So if human need supersedes these so-called market forces, then and drives them, then why isn't human need a more fundamental underpinning of the economy? Because if that need were always met by an intelligent feedback loop of an economic system, there would be more stability, resilience, less volatility, less chance of disruption of economies and families and communities. Even in the event of natural disasters and so forth, there'd be more surpluses and less commoditization of food crops. And I think we need to get to that place where natural resources are the currency of life. And we get to a place where we realize even thought, even music, even words are a form of currency. So nobody should have to be beholden to the finance industries, to the world economy, to the macroeconomic imperatives of wage earning, when really what's going on here is humankind is a family. We should not be at odds with ourselves by having to run on any treadmill of any kind. So I am right now, to a certain extent, generating this media for you because of the social imperative that underlies our lives today, which is to advance ideas of a more integral nature, of a more evolved nature that will bring us into alignment with natural principles, such that feedback loops, such as I'm discussing, can become implemented by default. In other words, if local food systems are able to buffer local economies against, more abstruse economic movements than, like currency movements, then let the elites play. Let the elites play with all their toys and all of their fiat currencies and all of their derivatives, betting on Wall Street. Because local economies can make themselves relatively autonomous from those abstruse or disconnected forms of economy. And that's really what the social imperative is to find out ways to serve people more reliably and with less competition than the current economic paradigm allows. We have a radio show dedicated to these ideas, but we've got to go beyond that now. We have got to establish a center for regenerative economy, and social economy, frankly, is the way I want to go. I just put the word social in front of every industry that you've ever contemplated being involved with. Social forestry, social agriculture, social economy, social what have you. I mean, social leadership, social social marketing, social manufacturing, social what else? Sporting events could become more social. I don't know. I'm at a loss, because what is really going on is the paradigm is shifting already so rapidly that nothing I can tell you about it is going to be as important as your contribution. And that's really where the social imperative lies, is that you are giving something more imaginative even perhaps than what I am giving in this moment to the increasing change quotient that we are experiencing on this planet today. Waves come and they go. It's important that we be ready for the bigger of the waves that are coming, because then we can ride far upon their momentum and we can learn a great deal about nature while surrendering to these motive forces of the cosmos. And be at peace.